Alrighty guys, have you ever wanted to find a place to take your dog on your day off, and you're really not sure because you're not really comfortable how they're going to be out in the environment in the city life? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you some easy tips on how to get your dog a little more accustomed to the city life. See you guys on the other side. Deuces! If your first time watching, please go ahead, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the little bell for notifications, just so you get to know when all the videos are coming. Also, please feel free to follow me on my Instagram page at Adam Your Dog Trainer, where you can actually get a hold of me directly in the chats there. Also, I post pictures of my students on a daily basis. Alrighty, so I am here in beautiful sunny Orlando, Florida at one of the best Targets you're ever going to see in the world. This Target is 3 stories tall. It has a garage on the 2nd and 3rd floor and escalators all throughout. So it's one of those great places to take your dog just to do some basic training on an escalator, which happens to be one of the most difficult things for a dog to be able to do when you're in an urban setting. If you look on the AKC test in urban, that's one of the other students, it's actually one of the hardest behaviors on that urban AKC test that most students fail. It's a great thing to practice when your dogs are about 1 to 2 years old. This way they have this mastered, so you can take them anywhere on your daily vacations. Yeah, trips, vacations, wherever. Yeah, let's go. So as you guys saw, Jackson and I had a fun time going up and down the escalator, but you know that it's very challenging for them to get on the escalator. So it does take a little bit of encouragement to work them up to that. I do recommend taking your dog to a nice quiet place where there's no one really at, and you'll be able to really do whatever you want so no one bothers you and doesn't scare your dog. Another thing you can do is if you find an escalator that's broken, actually get them to walk on and off an escalator first so they get the feeling of that rubber, and then, only then, start going on an escalator that actually moves. Alrighty, so that's our first one of the day. Let's go find something else to do on our urban day off. See you guys later. Alrighty, so number 2 fun thing for your dog to do on an urban adventure throughout your day is going up and down an escalator, as the dog is tugging our camera woman here. An elevator is a great thing to get them used to. A lot of dogs, if you live in a house or in the suburbs, you don't get the opportunity to go up and down an elevator. And if you live in an apartment building, one thing that people also don't think about is the dinging of the elevator and how to desensitize your dog to that, which that's an actual real issue that a lot of apartment living has. So this is our elevator. It just so happens to be on the 3rd floor of our fantastic Target here in downtown Orlando. And we are going to go in and down so the dogs can feel what it's like to be in an elevator. And yeah, so that's our second tip of taking your dog out for an urban day in the city. Alrighty, let's go. Alrighty, so another fun thing to do is to literally just sit on a bench and put your dog under your legs, practice the command tuck, which will help your dog in the environment when people are walking back and forth. And let me show you a few examples of that. And I'm sorry about the lighting, but I can't get it to work, so we're just gonna have to deal. And yeah, so these are some of the students practicing tuck on the 1st floor of that Target here in beautiful, sunny Orlando, Florida. Alrighty, let's go take a look at what they're doing. All right, so another thing for you and your dog to practice is going in and out of open and closed automatic doors. Something really unusual for your everyday dog if you don't see it. So here's a way to practice that at one of your local Targets. As the camera moves off. Alrighty, so one of the most important things when you're taking your dog out into an urban city setting is teaching your dog to sit at every intersection and every corner and every place you stop to walk. Because we never want to have your dog go out into an intersection basically out in front of you with cars that are traveling back and forth. So when you go out and you do your basically your training, this is a great way to teach your dogs to stop and sit by your side when you're doing your sidewalk work, I guess you can call it. So let's go ahead and show you a few examples of what that looks like. So this way you guys can practice that to keep your dog definitely safe. Alrighty guys, so that was our fun day on the town. We had a great time. I want to thank all the dogs that helped me make this video today. All the dogs you saw today are actually advanced AKC urban titled, so they all knew what they were doing. So I want to thank all of them, and I'll put their names and everything in the description. And yeah, thank you very much. I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.